It's not who you are that's holding you back. It's who you think you're not. And that is the quote of the day. Welcome back to the Quote of the Day show. I'm your host, Sean Croxton of SeanCroxton.com. Happy Monday to you. I hope it was a wonderful weekend. And this week on the QOD show is like prep week. It's boot camp because this time next Monday is going to be January 2nd. And you're going to be thinking all about how you're going to crush 2017, how it's going to be your best year ever. And so we're getting you ready for that with clips from Bob Proctor, Zig Ziglar, Tony Robbins, Ken Blanchard, and Joe Vitale. So you want to make sure you listen to every show this week. And today, Bob is talking about getting clear on what you want, but also knowing that you're not always going to know how to do it. Sometimes we get off track with our goals, or we don't even set the goal in the first place because we don't know how to do it. So he talks about faith. He talks about the fact that there's people in your life, or people who aren't even in your life right now, who will come to you when you get on the frequency of that goal, when you elevate yourself to that goal, when you become the person who achieves that goal. And so listen up. This is from a Bob Proctor event. He's got another one coming up in February. I'll tell you about that on the backside of the show. And so here's Bob.
Now, this is the area right here where most people get hung up. There's things they want to do. If we back this up a bit, and that's where they're at. They don't see how it can happen. The bottom line here is you don't have to see how it's going to happen, but you have to know it's going to happen. You just know that you are going to keep giving it everything you've got. When you let the lack in any area cause you to say, I'm going to do this, but I can't do it right now because you're starting to lose it. First of all, the decision fades. Pretty soon the goal fades. The thoughts that you need to get to where you're going are on a higher frequency, and you're thinking here on a lower frequency. You're letting what's going on in your life right now, you're letting the results that you're looking at right now form your decisions, form your thinking for you. It isn't going to happen. You've got to, as we say, make a paradigm shift. What you really require is some of this high-octane energy. You've got to think on a different frequency. Now, to do that, it causes discomfort because you're going where you haven't been. You've got to get out of the box. You've got to go and do things that you haven't done. You've got to start thinking the way you haven't thought. You see, feeling is conscious awareness of vibration. The thoughts that I'm emotionally involved with control the vibration I'm in. As I become consciously aware of my vibration, I refer to it as a feeling. So I'm feeling this way, and I then start thinking these higher thoughts. That instantly causes a very uncomfortable feeling. The uncomfortable feeling starts to register as doubt, as worry. That turns into fear, and the fear turns into anxiety, and you get into a hell of a mess. You're letting this happen. The paradigm has moved you there, and you've let the paradigm move you there. You've got to hold the image of yourself already where you want to be. Then and only then are you going to attract the thoughts that you need to get there. The thoughts to get there are here, but you don't see them. You're not going to think them. They're not going to flow into your consciousness because your consciousness isn't on that frequency. You think on frequencies. Thought is energy. Thought waves are the most potent form of energy there is. It would make the laser beam look weak. Yet we can do that. You see that slide? It isn't who you are that's holding you back. It's who you think you're not. I'm the kind of a person that can make that happen. That's the kind of thought you've got to have. Then, or the kind of image, and then you'll start to attract those thoughts. You know, I take a very simple approach to all this kind of jazz. I roll the dice. If I lose, I lose. So what? I'll just keep going. I've lost lots of times. And it's cost me all kinds of money. But you know something? I've won all kinds of times. And I've earned all kinds of money. So what if you lose? So what if you win? Do you know what it is? It's the joy of the trip. It's the growth. It's the experience. You think, God, this is the way to do it. You're alive. Playing it safe is no fun. That old idea that it's better to be safe than sorry is a bunch of crap. It's not true at all. If you lose big enough, it can be exhilarating. You know, it can. It really can. At least you had the joy of getting into it. Now, we've got to change our thinking. You've got to make the decision. We're going to take a break, but when you're on the break, talk about this. You know, who the hell cares about the election? Everybody does, but talking about it isn't going to do you any good at all. You know, in fact, it's liable to depress you. Probably will. You know, talk about this. Talk about what you want. Talk to somebody else about what you want. That young lady that came and talked to me, I said, God, I know a lady right in the front row could help you. I said, come on with me. You probably did help her. Oh, I'm sure you did. She was kind of excited that she was even coming over to talk to you. Well, there's people here that can help you. But they can't help you if they don't know what you're doing or where you're going. You want to network here. Everybody here is playing the same game.
Okay, that was Bob Proctor getting your mind right for your New Year's resolutions. Remember, you don't have to know how it's going to happen. You just have to have the faith that it will happen. You can learn more about Bob at bobproctor.com. He has an event coming up in Los Angeles, California, February 17th through the 19th called Fourth Dimensional Leadership. You can learn more about that at bobproctor.com. And if you cannot attend live in Los Angeles, you can always attend from home via live video stream. Again, that's February 17th through 19th. Learn more about that at bobproctor.com. All right, you have a wonderful Monday, and I will see you tomorrow with Mr. Tony Robbins. Peace.